Hello and welcome into Schellenberger Field here on an early Saturday morning for a field hockey affair between the Lynchburg Hornets and the Stockton Ospreys. Should be a good one between these two high-flying offenses. Lynchburg coming off their first victory of the season last weekend in their home opener. It was a 3-0 victory against DePaul. Meanwhile, the Stockton Ospreys come into this matchup on a 2-game losing skid. Just fell earlier this week at Haverford, and then last week a tough loss on the road, or at home rather, to Salisbury, an 0-6 ball game. However, they were able to get one win on the board in their opener this year, a 4-2 win against Arcadia. Thank you so much for joining us here today. As I mentioned, it should be a fun one. I'm Joe Brennan. I'll be your voice today for the Hornets. Let's walk you through the stats between these two squads as we enter this matchup. Stockton comes into this averaging just about 2 goals a game. Granted, these are from last year. So Stockton last year, a high-flying offense as well, 2 goals a game compared to Lynchburg's very, very impressive 4.2. But as we know, these are both brand-new squads. Shots per game, you can see Lynchburg once again really controls in that category. The shot percentage, also something we want to keep an eye out for today, along with the saves with 2 new starting keepers between the pipes for both of these squads. With that, let's walk you through the starting lineup for the Ospreys today. It'll be Kiera Loins, Amber Bilngari, E.B. Rafferty, Kristen Bailey, Autumn Hunter, Shane Crafano, Michaela Alessi, Dakota Ludman, and Miana Astrologita, and Erica Ruda. As we mentioned, a first-year keeper between the pipes, a transfer coming in here for the Ospreys out of Rampo University. Now let's take a look at the Hornets starting lineup today. That back line will be led by Mallory Lamb, alongside her Olivia Muir, and Avery Watkins, Kanyi Mazizi, Danielle Kuhn, Allie Friedman, Madison Mark, Maddie Schuchter, Anna Doris Stein, and Olivia Van Meter. It'll be Shai Schoons in the cage for the Lynchburg Hornets. With that, we will step away for the playing of our national anthem. Stick with us here on LHSN.
I was really attracted to Lynchburg primarily because my dad went here. He is an alum, so I kind of had that close tie of being interested in this school. And the school had what I wanted to study. I knew I wanted to help people in the area of health and wellness, so the health promotion program was definitely a program that drew me in. And from day one, I've been in love with it, and I wouldn't have chosen any different. I have never had better professors or teachers in my life, and I think here at the University of Lynchburg, the professors definitely care about their students, especially in the health promotion department. These professors want you to be educated, want you to have the experience, and just want you to feel confident going into your career path following your collegiate education. You just feel like you're cared for here and that you matter, and that no matter what, at the end of the day, you're going to be successful. And the people here really want to be here, and everyone has a purpose, and it's just a great environment to be in.
Hello and welcome back into the Hill City, live from Schellenberger Field. It's the Lynchburg Hornets and the Stockton Ospreys, moments away from the opening of this ball game, the second of the year for the Lynchburg Hornets. And there are a lot of playmakers on this team. We mentioned it all last game and at the open of this broadcast. Someone we've got our eye on today is Olivia Van Meter. Van Meter comes into this ball game as someone that was relatively quiet in the first affair, but last season really picked it up towards the back half of the year. Was 2023 third-team All-ODAC. Also, in just 11 games, scored 9 goals. She can really light things up for the Hornets when she gets things rolling. Now on the other side for the Stockton Ospreys is a team that we also mentioned. A lot of turnover, but they do bring back Carly Thompson, a key returner for this lineup. Thompson was all-conference first team, all-region first team as well, was player of the week, and another standout performance as well. Had 5 goals with 10 assists last season, and somebody that sat out the year prior, played her freshman campaign at Montclair State, sat out 2022, and 2023, I mean, she shot out of a cannon, played with a lot of electricity, and really helped this Stockton offense. But with that, the Lynchburg offense will kick things off here today. At midfield, it's a rocket that goes right into the ankle of Alice Adroli. Rolls out to the far sideline. Hornets looking to center to the inside. Into the circle. A hard shot here early, deflected by the keeper. Hornets fighting for the rebound. They reclaim possession. They'll toss another one into the circle. Kicked out of play. A whistle blows it dead. And it looks like that's going to be a penalty corner, the first of the day for these Lynchburg Hornets. Last season, this Lynchburg team took 229 penalty corners while holding their opponents to just 105. They scored all 3 of their goals in their last contest on penalty corners. When we talked to the coaching staff after last game, they did say that was something they wanted to clean up. While they were happy they were able to score 3 goals on it, it wasn't exactly the way they intended. They're looking for cleaner passes, especially right here from Allie Freeman. Freeman will kick it up from the baseline. Over to Mazizi. Shields the defender with her back, spins back the other way, lets one fly, and a great save right there from Ruona. The keeper here for the Ospreys, as we mentioned, a transfer from Rampo. This Osprey team lost their keeper last year. It was the freshman Hannah Aria Diaz, who was all conference in her freshman campaign, decided not to return here for the Ospreys. One of a few key players that chose not to return for the Ospreys. As a whistle gives it right back here to Stockton. Great defensive play on the interior. They try and stop it, but it kicks over. Hops to E.B. Rafferty. And a whistle gives it back to the Hornets. Now the Ospreys working the other way yet again, but it's Mazizi with a tackle, pokes it loose. But the officials blow the whistle. Right back now to the white and blue. Once again, another foul called on the Ospreys. But a poor pass right there, intercepted by Loins. And a lot of transfers on this Stockton team, but Loins is one of the most interesting ones. In her senior year, last year played her first season with the Ospreys. The year before that, played at Keene, and the year before that at Belmont Abbey. Someone that's certainly taken advantage of the transfer portal since it's been implemented. It's her first year with back-to-back schools. And she's been an everyday starter wherever she's made the stop. Certainly a talented player. And the senior midfielder out of Manhawkin, New Jersey, looks to continue to have an impact. Nonetheless, the Hornets will get their second penalty corner of the day. In our last attempt, it was Mazizi that was able to get a good shot off. But Rora able to get in front of it. Freeman once again from the far penalty corner side. Freeman swings it to the top. Mazizi right in front of it. Breaks the ankles of her defender. Now she'll swing it to the side for Dorestein. They look inside but kicked out. Dorestein, a nice backhanded feed. Good ball movement on the inside from Lynchburg. Another cross from Dorestein, but rolls too far wide. Last touched by Stockton. Lynchburg will hang on. We go to the far side corner. Dorestein swarmed by 3 Stockton Ospreys. Just tries to get rid of it. Punches it over to a white jersey. Stockton's got a chance here. It's a foot race won by the Hornets. That's Mallory Lamb, the junior defender out of Virginia Beach. A good look down the field for the midfielder, Madison. Mark just couldn't get her stick on it. And a whistle right there on Carly Thompson. Inside for the Hornets. Batting around. Aurora trying to lay on top of it. And a penalty on the Hornets. A through ball right there. Squeaks by Lynchburg. And knocked out of play right there by the Ospreys, Dakota Ludman. And we mentioned the turnover from this Stockton team. Probably the most notable name that they lost was Allie Palumbo. He led the team in points, assists, second in goals, and ended up transferring to Rowan. Rowan, a team that is consistently in the top 25 in Division III field hockey. As here's a nice ball to the inside. Aurora just enough to knock that one away. Lynchburg will reclaim possession at the top of the box. Here at the blue line, it's Freeman. Over to Mazizi. Now they'll try it from the corner. Lauren Mark tackled. As we mentioned, Palumbo transferred to Rowan, and interestingly enough, I mean, this Rowan team, obviously a great program, but last year got the best of the Ospreys once in the regular season and then once again in postseason play. He took down Stockton 0-6 in the NJAC semifinal game. And they'll see Palumbo later this year. Stockton will play at home against Rowan in late October. A whistle right there on Stockton once again. Dorestein looking inside, batted around. Possession claimed by the Ospreys. Bill Grommy just punching it out of the muck right there in the middle. And White will reclaim possession. Good pass right there off the stick of Lamb. Over to Dorestein. A great feed down low for Mark. To the inside, kicked around. And a whistle lets the Ospreys exhale. A great chance right there on the inside. Aurora just wouldn't let anything by her. And if we look further at this connection that the Ospreys have with the Rowan Owls, Aurora, a transfer from Rampo, 17 saves, a 90% save percentage in the 6 games she played last year. But interestingly enough, her season-high 9 saves came against Rowan. Granted, could be a coincidence, but you could also see a keeper that does a great job against a team that you're really trying to get over the hump against. Azizi carving her way through the defense, gets to the doorstep, but can't punch it through. Stop right there by Bilgrami once again. Bilgrami really the leader of this defense. Started every game last season and led the team with 3 defensive saves. And don't be surprised if we see her push the tempo a little bit today. She had 15 points last season, 4 goals, 7 assists. That was the 3rd best on the team last season. Moving in transition is Bailey. Down the near sideline. Bailey, a nice pass over to Thompson. A great opportunity right there, but they just couldn't convert. Nonetheless, they'll hang on to possession at the blue line. A great stick right there from Madison Mark. Pops it free. Ospreys hang on. A fight on the inside, and a whistle called right there on Alissi. Or pardon me, that whistle actually on Kristen Bailey, the junior forward. Now here come the Hornets. Callie short. Feeds it over to Aurora Balsamo. Now it's Lauren Mark. Looking to the interior. And a little bit of a bump right there from Van Meter. As Sar Prinz checks into this game for the Hornets. Still scoreless through about 10.5 minutes. Here in the first, 3 shots on the day for Lynchburg, 2 for the Ospreys. Kanye. Over to the middle, now down low for Short. And another foul right there on the Hornets. There's the freshman Maddie Schuchter. Schuchter really a part of a phenomenal freshman class this season for Lynchburg, a team that welcomes 7 freshmen. Schuchter really someone that we want to keep an eye on all season long. A high school athlete of the year in 24 and 23. Also the club player of the year in 2024. She's someone that the team, and especially the coaching staff, has really praised for bringing good energy to the team, both on and off the field. She really showed that in the first matchup against DePaul. Really a hustle player. And also someone at that forward position has great ball movement and can really distribute from the middle of the field. You can never have too much of that. That's one thing for sure. Clock rolls now under 3 minutes. Lynchburg in their offensive half. Looking to work things around. A great pass. But it's Riley Weinferdner that just lets that one pop over the stick and roll out of play. A tough break right there for the Hornets. Alisi rolls it back. Here comes the sophomore in Dre, and poked away from the Hornets. Pleiter will stop it on the baseline. Poked away right there by Bilgrami. She has really done a phenomenal job down low on that back line for the Ospreys today. Now just 2 minutes left to be played here in the first. And a mental miscue right there from Lynchburg. Schuchter just took her stick off the turf. Ball rolled right underneath it. Great stick work right there from Muir. Gives it over to Kazizi. Now the Hornets working in transition. And a whistle on Loins. Nazizi swings it over to Weinfordner. On the inside. Here's the shot. A deflection and put in the back of the cage. Jill Pleiter right there to clean it up on the doorstep. And the Hornets get on the board with just over a minute left in the first. Balsamo will now check in for Kuhn. Olivia Muir over to Schuchter. A freshman out of Exeter, England, now working in transition. A great spin right there to get her hands free. The Hornets on the attack once again. Pleiter thought she could get another right there. Had a good shot at it. And with just about 30 seconds left to be played in this first period, another penalty corner here for the Hornets. A great opportunity. Let's take another look at that goal. Batted around. Beautiful job. Right place, right time from Pleiter. A freshman out of Amsterdam. Up to Mazizi. The pass over to Pleiter. Looks like the Hornets might have just gotten in the way of themselves right there. A missed opportunity on the penalty corner. Their third of the day. That will most likely be the end of the first quarter here from Schellenberger Field. The Lynchburg Hornets off to a great start after Jill Pleiter puts one into the back of the cage. That will take us to the second. It was a phenomenal outing, really controlled offensively from the Hornets. A lot of great opportunities, but only able to cash in on one. Nonetheless, Lynchburg will take a 1-0 advantage as we head to the second period.
I was really attracted to Lynchburg primarily because my dad went here. He is an alum, so I kind of have that close tie of being interested in this school. And the school had what I wanted to study. I knew I wanted to help people in the area of health and wellness, so the health promotion program was definitely a program that drew me in. And from day one, I've been in love with it, and I wouldn't have chosen any different. I have never had better professors or teachers in my life, and I think here at the University of Lynchburg, the professors definitely care about their students, especially in the health promotion department. These professors want you to be educated, want you to have the experience, and just want you to feel confident going into your career path following your collegiate education. You just feel like you're cared for here and that you matter, and that no matter what, at the end of the day, you're going to be successful. And the people here really want to be here, and everyone has a purpose, and it's just a great environment to be in.
Football has taught me a lot throughout my life. It's definitely had a huge imprint on who I am as a person. Competing at a Division III level created that opportunity for me to go to college. Not only was I the first one in my family to graduate college, but I was really the first one to even go. being the first one, I'm breaking that cycle, and now that I've graduated, I'm not sure what's the next step, but I know I have a lot of doors open. And a lot of those are open because I played football and ran track here at Otterbein.
And we welcome you back into the Hill City here at Schellenberger Field. The Lynchburg Hornets lead the Stockton Ospreys 1-0 through one quarter. It was Jill Pleiter that was able to clean one up on the doorstep for Lynchburg and knock one through. Now the Ospreys looking for the equalizer. Pass down this sideline right there from Bailey. Intercepted by the Hornets. They give it right back to them. The blue and white looking to make some noise here as they approach the D. A good hack right there from Carly Thompson. Just far right. Misses the cage. Hornets take back over. Here's a cross over to Kuhn. Callie tried to get there first. A great defensive play right there from Stockton. Once again, poked away by Alissi. Kuhn now just outside the circle. She's someone that had a phenomenal goal last game. A tough shot that ricocheted off the keeper. Followed her own shot, got the rebound, and was able to punch one in. That was one of the more explosive goals of the day. As we mentioned, it was a 3-0 victory against the DePaul Tigers a week ago here for the Hornets. And so great to just have the fall season up and running once again after that 9-month hiatus. Field hockey has obviously gotten things rolling with the first two home games of the fall season here for the Hornets. This upcoming Wednesday, however, will be the first Code Red game. As here's one batted around and just wide. Dortestein popped one up. Had a chance right there, just kicked away from the keeper. That Code Red game Wednesday for women's volleyball in Turner Gymnasium. It's one where you know there's going to be a lot of energy. A Code Red matchup for a match that is going to be riddled with a lot of talent, especially when Randolph-Macon's coming to town. And later next week, we've also got women's soccer and men's soccer as well that'll take the turf here at Schellenberger Field. As Van Meter and Pleiter will check back in to the front line. And this will be the first penalty corner of the day for the Ospreys. Looked like Freeman just got a little bit tied up. Stockton draws the penalty. The clock will stop at 11:07. Who will the Ospreys turn to? Looking for the equalizer. To the top of the circle. Bilgrami tries to get her hands free. Lets one fly. Batted out by the Hornets. As Schuchter went tumbling to the turf. Kicked out by the Ospreys. Now Lynchburg just trying to clear this one out. Good pass to the center right there. Callie short, working in transition. The Hornets have numbers. Lauren Mark tries to send one to the inside, but look out. Oof. A ball that went right to the lower leg for Michaela Alissi. Pass right there from Christian Bailey. Able to get through a Hornet defender. And that's something when we talked to the coaching staff this week that they really, really wanted to focus on was stepping in front of balls and working on interceptions. I feel like they missed a lot of opportunities to get out in front and really get the offense rolling. Because that counterattack can really be dangerous. Poked away right there from Dre. Great job from Doris Stein to force the penalty. And now a corner upcoming for the Hornets once again. Fourth corner of the day, the first entry pass from Schuchter. Here's the shot and a great save from Rora. Once again, Rora kicks that one away. Hornets still fighting for it on the inside. Popped out. This will roll out of play. Allie Freeman will pick it up. And just like that, the Ospreys reclaim possession. A good ball to midfield, 2-on-2 right here for the Ospreys. The Hornets running back on defense, giving them the advantage. But a phenomenal through ball. And even better defense right there from the Hornets. It's the sophomore forward, Lauren Mark, out of Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. He's someone that certainly has an impact on the offensive end. 4 goals and an assist in just 11 affairs last year. Remember, you see it right there. She can play defense just as good as anybody else on this team. Van Meter now. Oof. Takes a tumble to the turf. Dre right there stood right in front of her. And once again, Van Meter eaten up by the turf monster today. A whistle will let Mallory Lamb advance this ball to the blue line. You can see the strong defensive formation right here from the Ospreys. That midline certainly tough to get it right through, but Allie Freeman trying to carve up this defense. Ospreys take it right back. Bilgrami shoots one over to the far sideline. Kuhn steps in front of it but couldn't prevent it from rolling out of play. Bilgrami now another chance at it, now approaching midfield. And a Hornets right there to pick it away. Lynchburg now with another chance, moving in transition, poked away from Dre. Beautiful stick work right there on the defensive end for the Ospreys. Mallory Lamb now from the near sideline as Jill Pleiter will check out of this ball game momentarily. Balsamo takes the spot of Pleiter. And we saw it last game on that last penalty corner. The way the ball just explodes off of Balsamo's stick is certainly something that catches anyone's eye. Coaching staff praised her for having the hardest hitting shot on the team. Said she rocketed one into the back of the cage 2 days ago where you blink and you don't see it go through. 6 minutes left to be played here in the first half. Good pass right there down this sideline. Lauren Marcus centering feed and rolls out of play down the baseline. Feed to the inside right there for short. Was poked away. Looked like Dre was the one that got a stick on that once again. Kanye from the top of the D. A soft roller to the inside. Once again, kicked out right there from the Ospreys. Good defense here in the second quarter from the blue and white. As there's another tackle. But taken right back from the Hornets. A quick stick right there from the forward, Kristen Bailey. The right idea. Had somebody running with her in transition and just tried to shoot it right over to her nonetheless. The Hornets now back with it. Weinfurter. Beautiful feed. Now you can see the speed of Kuhn. Kuhn across the middle. Lets one off. Kuhn once again. And for the second straight game, it's number 2 for goal number 2. Danny Kuhn, described as a fighter and a workhorse on this team. And you're seeing it right here. Fighting through contact on the inside, keeps her hands free, and squeaks one by Rora. A beautiful shot right there from the Hornets, and they jump out in front 2-0. It's been an early day here for the Hornets, but it seems like they woke up with their hair on fire the way they're playing here today. 3:40 left to be played here in the first half. It's a 2-0 advantage. Nazizi looking inside, but a penalty right there on the Hornets. If you're the Ospreys, you'd love to find some offense right here and narrow this deficit before heading to the halftime break. Meanwhile, Lynchburg just looking to add more onto that total. Schuchter, a good pass to the inside and just a whiff right there from Madison Mark. You could tell that Mark had her eyes on the goal. Nonetheless, great ball movement right there from the Hornets to set up that opportunity. As Mark will now check back out of this game. Jill Pleiter will take her spot in the front line. Good through ball right there. Dorestein. Pleiter. A feed to Schuchter. Schuchter lets it go. And batted away right there from the Osprey defense. It's Kaylin Dre once again. She's one of 2 Ospreys that have recorded a defensive save so far this year. Had it in their second game against Salisbury. Dorestein tries to pop one right over the mid of the goalie once again. But Aurora was right there. The Osprey offense will now take over in their defensive half. They try and clear it out, but Weinfurter's right there. Mazizi over to Humphreys. Humphreys to Dorestein. Lifts one up. Ricocheted away by the keeper. A great glove save. Pleiter fighting for it, but maybe a little too much fight. And Osprey goes tumbling. And now 60 seconds left to be played here in the first half. A great tackle here from the Ospreys. They've got a good chance. Good stick work right there from Loins. Now it's inside. Flips it on top of the cage. Shy watches it go by. And that clock continues to roll. That will most likely do it here for the first half. Lynchburg, 1 goal in the first from Pleiter, 1 goal in the second from Danny Kuhn. And the Hornets now with a strong advantage as we head into the halftime break. Seven shots thus far for the Hornets, just 2 for the Stockton Ospreys. This Lynchburg offense has been high flying all day long. Wherever you look, that's where they've been. Danny Kuhn with her second goal of this season. Here with his second goal today. Lynchburg leads 2-0.
Get your career in the game by enrolling in the University of Lynchburg MBA program with an emphasis in sport management. This program opens the doors to new possibilities for a variety of careers, from being an athletic director or working in athletic administration to working for professional organizations, your favorite team, to running a local Parks and Rec department. And employers are increasingly requesting and preferring individuals who have postgraduate education, specifically looking for an MBA. And so the University of Lynchburg Sport Management concentration in the MBA program sets you up for success, and it sets you apart from the many other people looking for jobs in the industry. Learn from winners. Here you will learn from professors and mentors who have spent their careers doing exactly what you want to do. Increase your marketability in an $83 billion industry. If you have a 3.0 GPA, the GMAT is waived. There's no application fee, admissions occurs on a rolling basis, and our online program is ideal for working adults. When you enroll in this program, you enroll in the opportunity to learn from the best of the best. Your professors have a wealth of experience working in the sport industry that they share with you in the classroom setting. Get in the game by getting your MBA with a sport management concentration at the University of Lynchburg. Just you now, Hollywood, here I come. Hey, I meant, yeah.
The real Lindsay Piper's here.
Autographs there later.
Cheer for the stumbles. The he shoulda had that's. And the tears that linger. For in those moments, greatness lies. There, you will find the provoked, the determined, the unified. It's in those moments that champions are born.
My name is Davion Washington Jr. I have the honor of serving as the student body president. I have 5 little siblings. I'm the oldest of 6 siblings, and they look up to me. I'm setting the tone. I get to develop myself, make myself a better individual, but also I'm helping future generations, not even my family, but just future generations in general. I found my passion here. I found, the love for what I want to do. I just really had an amazing time here. It's changed, my outlook on life. You don't have to be famous to change lives. You don't have to be on the big screen or whatever. I change lives now, and I hope to continue to do that. Just same way that the University of Lynchburg has changed my life for the better.
All right, my name is Joshua Carr. I am a senior. I am a theater major as well as a history minor. I love the arts. I love acting. I love entertaining. I live in 5th Street, the historic black neighborhood. The money came in, transfer, scholarship, all that. I appreciate that greatly. I pay my own tuition. I ain't got no help. I pay everything myself. I mean, I'm smart too. So they gave it like, you smart, here. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that though. You come here to do a job. I came here to do a job. A student's job is to get that degree and make something of ourselves. We got everything for you. We got you a 24-hour library. You got these sorority fraternities. We got the shoot for you. Is you gonna put it on? That's how University of Lynchburg is. Success is in the details. You know what I'm saying? It's like you learn it, know better, do better. What I love is they allow us to speak. They want our voices to be heard. They want us to talk. They want us to bring up the discomfort. They respect our point of views. They respect Black Lives Matter. They respect the LGBT community. They respect those, you know what I'm saying? That's what I love about my school. They respect that and they allow us to showcase and voice our expressions. I love the diversity here. I love the different interests of people here. I can act, dance, sing, box, play football. I can do it all, you know what I'm saying? I can teach somebody that doesn't know what I know, and that person can teach me something that I don't know that they know. That's what you get here. You get diversity, you get different people with different knowledge coming together, sharing information and helping each other out. That's what I love. That's why I say people. I love the people here. College, think about it. If it's not for you, fall back. If it's for you, go further with it. And University of Lynchburg will be that choice. It's gonna be right there. They're gonna make the shoe. They're gonna do what it do. It's up for you to put that shoe on. So that's what I say.
Welcome to the Campus Recreational Department at the University of Lynchburg. We believe in a student-centered approach to recreation, making sure that all students have fun and engaging activities that promotes wellness, personal growth, and community building.
Our team works to provide a variety of recreation opportunities for all our undergrad and graduate students.
Let's take a look at the different areas of Campus Rec. Campus Recreation covers all outdoor recreation. Our team offers dozens of trips per semester, maintains recreation facilities on campus, and offers outdoor certificates and leadership training.
Intramurals is open to all students who wants to play on a team. We have men's, women's, and co-ed leagues for each sport we offer.
Those looking for next level competition can join club sports. These are student-led organizations with the support of Campus Recreation. You can join one of our established club sports, or you can start your own with our support.
Campus Recreation offers an excellent amount of opportunities to stay active, make new friends, and develop new skills. We hope to see you soon.
Think a private education is too expensive? Think again. At the University of Lynchburg, you can get a personalized education for the cost of a state school. If you're commuting and you get our top scholarships, you could pay much less. And you get all that without the hassle of giant lecture halls. Our faculty know your name here and do more than just teach. You might even do research together and plan out your next career moves.
And we welcome you back into Schellenberger Field. It's a 2-0 ball game as the Lynchburg Hornets lead the Stockton Ospreys. It was a solid half from the Hornets. Had 7 shots, able to punch 2 of them through off the stick of Joe Pleiter, who was right there on the doorstep to poke one in. That was in the first quarter. In the second quarter, it was Danny Kuhn who was really able to create all on her own, crossing into the middle, got her hands free and just punched one to the left side of the keeper, Aurora. The goalkeeper matchup was certainly something we wanted to keep our eyes on today. And so far, Shai Schoons hasn't seen a whole lot of action, just 2 shots, none of which have been on goal. Nonetheless, here the Ospreys start in the offensive end. Great stop right there from Saar Prince. Danny Coons picks it up. And she'll toss it right back. Looks like that's Mallory Lamb. Now on the near side, it's Olivia Muir. Kira Loins looking for some help. Triple teamed. Slings one into the middle. A great opportunity right here for the Ospreys. And a whistle called on Saar Prince. This second penalty corner of the day here for the Ospreys. Now a great opportunity for the blue and white. It'll be Thompson with the entry feed. She was our player to watch coming into this ball game. 10 assists last season. Here she'll kick one up top. Bilgrami, extra pass. Now they'll look to the middle. Bilgrami once again with her stick on it. Working to her right side. And a whistle once again on the Hornets. Back-to-back penalty corner opportunities right here for Stockton. It'll be Carly Thompson once again. The all-conference first-team selection just a year ago with 10 assists. Kicks it up top to Bilgrami. Bilgrami works to the right. Lets one fly, but a whistle before. Shai Schoons with his save, but it won't matter as the whistle gave it right back to the Hornets. Now Lynchburg working in transition. It's Dorestein working down the near sideline. Into the circle. Dorestein, a nice pass, but just barely over the stick of Olivia Van Meter. Hornets have had 2 or 3 opportunities just like that today where they haven't been able to cash in on a beautiful feed and a great look at the back of the net. Regardless, Lynchburg will get another penalty corner right here. They have dominated that statistical category today. They've done it all year long, just like last season. You mentioned at the top of the broadcast, they had 229 penalty corners while holding their opponents to 105. Large part of that is just controlling the ball and constantly pestering your opponents by having it in their defensive zone. Feed up top. It's Kuhn. Kuhn lets it fly. A great stop right there from Aurora. Gets a glove on it. And now the Ospreys will try and clear. And just barely out of reach. A nice feed from Kaylin Dre. But it was Carly Thompson that just couldn't get a stick on it. Hard hit ball down the sideline. Dogren working on Muir, loses her footing. And what a play right there from Schuchter. Great stick work. Now a good pass over to Dorestein. Here come the Hornets. Oh, what a move. Dorestein just continuing to work her way down. Dorestein saved. They get the rebound, ricochet back up. A lifted shot. And just a tad too much mustard. Another great chance right there for Lynchburg. What a sequence right there from Dorestein. Slicing and dicing this Osprey defense all by herself. That's really what can make this Lynchburg team so dangerous once they lacerate your back line like that. If they can convert on those opportunities, I don't think anyone can get in the way of the Hornets. Hornets take back over in their defensive zone. Dorestein once again through the legs of her opponent. Swings it across. It's Schuchter with a great look. Schuchter, an extra pass, and knocked away. Once again, the Hornets on the attack. This one last touched by the Ospreys. No, they'll say it'll go in the direction of the blue and white. If you're Stockton right now, you're staring down the barrel of a 2-0 deficit, but on a similar note, I mean, you've got to be extremely content with the position you find yourself in at this stage of the game. Lynchburg is really controlled throughout as Schuchter falls once again. I believe that's the third or fourth time she's hit the deck so far today. This Osprey team, I mean, you find yourself still in this ball game very much so. You just need a shift in momentum and really get your offense in a roll. And their goalie has really been a key factor of keeping them into this game. Rora has played phenomenal thus far. Lynchburg with 9 shots on the day, and it feels like almost every one of them's been on the goal. Azizi trying to break down her defender. Schuchter reclaims it. A nice little two-man game right there with Allie Freeman. Now she works down the near sideline, right back over to Freeman. Looks towards the middle for Kanye. Kanye tries to get off a quick feed to the far sideline, looking for Lauren Mark, but an Osprey right there to break it up. Autumn Hunter with the tackle. Now Pleiter, a good feed over to Balsamo. Mina Alessandrani now checks in to the front line here for Stockton. A battle at midfield, won by Stockton. Here come the Hornets inside the circle. Poked away. Mallory Lamb with a little bit of a hip check right there. Gives it back to Stockton. Just about 6.5 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Kuhn at the blue line. Underneath to Sidney Rowe, the junior forward. Rowe trapped in the corner, just trying to get it out. Finds Balsamo. Balsamo looking for a two-man game. Knocked away, but Balsamo reclaims possession. It looks like she might have stepped on his stick right there. Kuhn, what a great move. Kuhn, Pleiter. Tracked down by Pleiter. Up top to Kuhn. Into the circle. Batted around. Another shot right there. Once again, couldn't get the angle. And draws a penalty right there for Stockton. Balsamo checks out of this game. Doris Stein re-enters. Kuhn, once again, a phenomenal move. A crossover, if you will. Allie Freeman underneath to Kuhn. Kuhn from the baseline. Another whistle inside the D. This time on Stockton. Another penalty corner. Hornets have not had as much success today as they would have liked on penalty corners. But they get another shot at it right here at the 4:30 mark here in the third. Down low, it's Weinferner. Up top, over to Kuhn. Kuhn swings to Mazizi. Mazizi, an extra pass. Doris Stein lets it go. Looked like that went right back into Bill Grommy. Stepping in front of the shot. And a handful of substitutions here for the Hornets once again. Kanye. Hornets on the far side, over to Mazizi. Shielding the defender with her back. Phenomenal defense right there from Kira Loynes. Strips it away. Now here come the Ospreys. A good move right there from Miana Alessandria. A 5'2" forward out of New Freedom, Pennsylvania. Had a great campaign last season. 7 goals, 2 assists. Actually recorded a hat trick as well. Was easy with a great stop. A nice feed. Here comes the ball movement from the Hornets. Doris Stein working in transition. Doris Stein lets it go. Doris Stein puts it through. Eyes it, tries it, buys it. Felt like it was only a matter of time for Doris Stein, who has been so aggressive on the offensive end today for the Hornets. And Lynchburg now jumps out to a 3-0 advantage. We had 2:27 left in the third. Lynchburg with a goal in each quarter so far today. As Stockton just looking to get on the scoreboard for the first time. Loynes on the inside. That looked like a great defensive save from Weinferdner. Nonetheless, it results in a penalty corner. As we take another look at that shot. An absolute laser off the stick of Dorestein. The entry feed. Here comes Loynes. Pass to the interior for Carly. Another great chance and just barely misses. That was a great chance right there on the inside. It looked like Riley DeMarco. And I think this is going to be a penalty shot. Yes, it will be. Well, the foul right there on the doorstep will result in a penalty shot right here from Kaylin Dre, this sophomore defenseman out of Boyertown, Pennsylvania. Dre finds the back of the cage. And that is the first goal given up from Lynchburg all season long. It comes on a penalty shot right there and just barely squeaks by shy. Good ball placement right there. And that's got to be a boost right there for the Ospreys. Able to finally see a tally underneath the scoreboard. Dorestein once again. Beautiful pass. Shot just barely saved right there from the Ospreys. Looked like it was hanging on right to that goal line. However, never crossed. Looked like that was Schuchter that was able to get a good look at it. "20 seconds left here in the third quarter. Ospreys trying to see if they can cut into this deficit once again. We'll have one chance. And it'll be kicked out and cleared right here from the Hornets. Lynchburg adds their third goal on the day. It was a phenomenal shot that came off the stick of Anna Dorestein, her first of the season. She was able to just carve up that entire defense. Had a few good opportunities. Lynchburg capitalizes with one goal. An absolute missile. Ospreys add one on a penalty corner. We head to the fourth, a 3-1 ball game. Hornets lead on LHSN.
I wanted to be a physical therapist probably starting about halfway through college. I love the concept that exercise is medicine. You know, we're starting to discover that exercise really can remedy many of the things that we thought that only surgery or only drugs could remedy in the past. When the student comes here, it's because we believe in them, it's because we want them here, it's because we believe they'll be successful. The faculty here are devoted to their development, not only academically but also professionally. We're not so inundated with things that we don't have time to make students one of our highest priorities. We have your back. We're gonna help you through that. If you're willing to work, then we're willing to put the work into it and the effort to help you succeed.
Celebrate the soggy shoes and the slow starts. Celebrate the lessons learned along the way. These are the wins. Not the shiny, nail-biting kind. These are the last a lifetime kind.
Want to have some outdoor adventures while getting a degree at the same time? At the University of Lynchburg, we have an on-campus zip line and rope course. Plus, we offer adventure trips that cost less than a cup of coffee. And did I mention our beautiful scenery? We're a university for students looking for something more than just books. Welcome to your new adventure experience.
Hello and welcome back into Schellenberger. Hello and welcome back into Schellenberger Field. Here's the Lynchburg Hornets lead the Stockton Ospreys 3-1 through 3 quarters. It'll be Stockton leading things off. This game has really been controlled by the Hornets all day long. There's one lifted all the way back to the end line. Lynchburg opts to not let that one roll all the way out of play. And what now seems to be like a good decision. But a great tackle right there from the star defenseman in Bill Grommy. Good ball movement right here from the blue and white. They'll get a good look at it, but Mazizi right there. Beautiful feed downfield. The Hornets have numbers in transition. Oof. Now here comes the Osprey counterattack. looking for the extra pass. Feed it to the inside. Shy tries to step in front of it. Got past, but just a tad outside. A really dangerous look right there. That would have changed the complexion of this ball game here early in the fourth. Another whistle here on the Hornets, and another penalty corner for Stockton. Stockton was able to get on the board with that penalty shot back at the end of the third. Lynchburg has continued to give him more and more penalty corner attempts as this game has gone on. I really commended Lynchburg for dominating that statistical category in terms of penalty corners coming into this game. However, it's really become a tale of two halves today for the Hornets. The feed from Thompson. Up top to Bill Grami. She'll let one go. And another great chance, but unable to convert, is Dogan. Here's a missile down the far sideline. Rolls out of play. Mazizi with a good feed. Saw Prince tangled up. And a whistle on Prince. Now we've got a foot race. Mallory Lamb and Riley DeMarco chase it all the way to the corner. A whistle blows this play dead. And it seems like that was on Lamb. And this is going to be another penalty corner. So the second penalty corner for the Ospreys here in the fourth. Just a tick under 3 minutes into the quarter. The entry feed from the baseline up to Bill Grami. Kicks it over to Loins. Loins now working inside. Kicked away. A fight for it down low. And rolls out of play on the baseline. Hornets take back over. Or pardon me. This will be Stockton from the blue line. At this stage of the game, it begs the question, if you're Lynchburg, what is your offensive approach for the remainder of this matchup? His Plater gives a nice feed over to Kuhn. On the inside. Batted around. Plater gets her stick back on it. But a whistle gives it right back to Stockton. At this stage in the game, just a tad over 10 minutes left to be played, and you hold on to a 2-goal advantage. Now you wonder, does Relaford and company decide to maybe pump the brakes a little bit, play a little bit more conservative, and burn some clock, as that clock is just as much of a deficit, just as much of a issue here for the Stockton Ospreys as much as the scoreboard is. Nonetheless, they can always try and play more aggressive, add another tally to that scoreboard, and try and expand this lead. But so far, this fourth has really been controlled by Stockton. It's the best their offense has looked all day long. Good stick work right there from Olivia Muir. Over to Schuchter. Another whistle on the Hornets. Lynchburg looking to go back-to-back and claim their first 2 games of the year. Stockton, on the other hand, trying to snap a 2-game skid, where they've been outscored 0-7. It's their first goal since their home opener. Schuchter, a centering feed over to Mazizi. She'll reverse the field, finds Kuhn. Kuhn now tries a long ball down the sideline. And another whistle here on Stockton. Lynchburg will have another penalty corner right here. Clock will stop at 8:18. Mazizi up top. Swings it over. It's Madison Mark who can't find the back of the net. Ospreys now looking to attack with 8 to go. Intercepted by Schuchter, claimed right back by Bill Grommy. Here comes Maddie Schuchter. And a whistle right there on Caitlin Dre. Clock will stop at 7:11. The second penalty corner in under 100 seconds here for the Hornets. Kuhn, Dorestein, and Short all on the sideline waiting to come in just a moment. But first the corner, up to Mazizi. Great defense right there from Stockton, not letting anything through. Knocked out of play right there from Alissi. Looked like that whistle was on Belgrami, and she tried to clear it out. So now in under 2 minutes, we've seen 3 penalty corners here from the Hornets. They have still yet to convert a penalty corner into a goal so far today. That was a big focus for this team coming into this ball game. Freeman up top to Kuhn. Kuhn back down low, picked off right there from Stockton. An errant pass right there from Muir. Rolls out of play. Blue and white back on offense. And they gave it right back to Lynchburg. But able to change the field position just a little bit with a great clear. And now Jill Pleiter showing off the stick work down the sideline. Up top to Kuhn. She'll hesitate. Let one go. Well left of the cage. Hornet ball back up at the blue line. Five minutes remain here in this affair. The Hornets clinging on to a 2-point advantage. Another good tackle right there from Belgrami. Belgrami and Dorestein going one-on-one against each other downfield. Certainly a spectacle. It's been those two all day long for these two squads on the offense and defensive side of things, respectively. Picked off right there from Loynes. Loynes a good through ball. But they can't get off a centering feed due to phenomenal defense right there from Lynchburg. And that's the freshman, Avery Watkins, who's really been praised as being, as the coaching staff described as, clamps. Kuhn with a great shot. Kuhn once again. Lynchburg finds their 4th goal of the day, the 2nd for Danny Kuhn. Danny Kuhn with no regard for human life. One goal in every quarter today. The Hornets' offense has been clicking. And with just about 3 minutes left to be played, this one is all but sealed. Here come the Hornets. Balsamo puts it into the circle. Dorestein carving up the defense, and Dorestein couldn't put it through. With 2:07 left, Lynchburg will play it from the blue line. Clock now rolls under a minute. Lynchburg still looking to attack. Dorestein, another great opportunity, but a diving save from Rora. Stripped away from Lynchburg. And that will do it. Lynchburg takes their first two games of the season. A 3-0 victory against DePaul last Saturday and a 4-1 victory today against the Stockton Ospreys. A phenomenal offensive outing today for the Hornets. They also got to give some love to the keeper. Shai Schoons faced 6 shots today, let 1 through on that penalty shot, but a nearly perfect day here for the Hornets. Danny Kuhn walks away with 2 goals. Well, there was a handful of Hornets that got involved. Pleiter struck first in the first quarter. Kuhn then got the second in the second quarter right there. And it was the Dorestein heat-seeking missile that was in transition that put him up 3-0. Ospreys got their one of the day on that penalty corner at the end of the third. And then to close things out, it was Kuhn once again. Danny Kuhn leads this team with 3 goals in the season through 2 games. That'll do it for us here from Schellenberger Field. We thank you for tuning in and hanging out with us on your early Saturday morning. Now, that will do it. Again, a big thank you to our production room. We've got a great group of guys working here today. Really highlighted with our director stepping in, who's done a phenomenal job, and Mike Adams. Thank you so much, guys. We will see you next time. For everybody at LHSN, I'm Joe Brennan. Have a good one.